Say hey, Yellow Jacket fans, welcome to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Coach, full moon in the western sky, new JumboTron. Of course, we know what full moons mean. It's a victory, and congratulations, a 38-0 victory. Good job, huh?
Yeah, it was a good win for us. It was nice to get back on track and
Yes.
get away with a win there. But I thought we played extremely well, especially on defense. Offensively, we played better. It's still
Yes.
a work in progress, and we're getting better, but we did see improvement. And special teams were solid, except for maybe a couple of kickoffs that we got to get ironed out. But, I thought overall it was a solid performance.
Coach Hobb, the Elders' black shirt defense, pitched technically their third shutout. If we go back and look at the stats, I think with these three victories, the opposing teams have not reached a total of 300 yards offense, 3 games combined.
Yeah, our defense is playing well, and I learned a long time ago, if you got a great defense and solid on the special teams, you got a chance to win a lot of football games. So we're taking that approach.
The jacket gun offense of Coach Michael Davis looked a lot better. I liked the little bit more emphasis on running. If you look at the post-game stats, you're averaging around 6 yards a carry offensively, and that had to please you. Dane Clark 5 looked a little bit more cohesive.
Yeah, that was our plan going in. We needed to establish the running game, and we put 2 backs in the backfield a good bit last night, and I think it really helped our running game, and then opened up some of our passing game as well. So little minor changes offensively that I think helped us.
Fields Chapman ends up throwing 3 touchdown passes. I think he was something like 13 for 18. You correct me on the numbers.
Yeah, we had him for 12 for 17
Okay.
for about 175 yards, so much better performance by Fields.
And when you're throwing 3 touchdown passes and those
Yep.
12 completions, that's pretty doggone good. Titus Curtis, Chandler Curtis both got loose for long touchdown runs. Another scoop and score, Mitch Morrow has 2 touchdowns on scoop and scores now. He has single-handedly scored more points than 2 of your opponents in 2 separate games.
Yeah, we worked very hard on that blocking a punt, and Chaz Moss
Yes.
blocked the punt, and Mitch was there to scoop it. So we had, saw a weakness in their punt team, and we kind of took advantage of it, and Chaz executed perfectly.
It's nice when you practice all week, practice a certain thing like on special teams, and see it come to fruition on Friday. And you all worked hard on blocking punts and extra points all during the week.
Yeah, Chaz will tell you he should have blocked the first one, and whether he blocked it or not, we can talk about that when we show the film. But great execution by our punt block team.
Yeah, it's just outstanding performance. And then Brandon Blaylock, another perfect night, a 28-yard field goal and 5 for 5 on extra points. Mitch Morrow comes in, gets the punting average for the team up. He got a 40-yarder, a 36-yarder, and we won't talk about the other one, but a little extra boost and maybe getting Brandon to relax in the other parts of the kicking game.
Well, we're not giving up on Brandon as a punter
No.
by any means, because he's a good punter, but we just need to, we'll probably use both of them, if they continue to punt well. So, other than the one punt, I thought Mitch did a good job.
Were the guys and the coaching staff as excited as the community about the JumboTron? Because, Coach, it really looked good.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and to get that thing going in 2.5 days is a work a lot of people put in, and I want to mention some names here. Terry Brumlow obviously is a big part of why the JumboTron up. Of course, Daktronics, who the scoreboard is from, but Barry Spector and Greg McIntyre and Ben McCormick worked 24/7 to get that scoreboard going, and I want to thank those guys.
And Coach Bill Long and his broadcast video production class, I don't know when Coach Long slept last week, and I don't know the last time Christine, his wife, saw him.
No, Coach Long and his crew have done an awesome job to put together the performance we had last night in a couple of days was exceptional.
Thursday day, workday turned into a long evening, and then Friday to have it come off the way it did, it was just outstanding. I'm sitting on the 42-yard line on the north end of the field, and I'm looking at that video board, and it's like looking at the flat screen TV in my front room. It's just amazing, and the transition of having it put up and then making it functional and work was just outstanding. So kudos to everybody involved, and I know the broadcast video production class has to feel proud. I'm real proud for them.
Yeah, it's a great addition to our stadium, obviously, and it's our touchdown club has been very supportive, and I want to thank all those guys, the board of directors, in putting this together. So, you know, it's an awesome part of the stadium.
If we left out a name, we're sorry. Just take our blanket thank you, because it's just an atmosphere that is just unbelievable to experience Friday night football at Phil Reeve Stadium. We're going to take a time out here from our supporters, and then we're going to come back and look at the first half highlights. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Now with EMT and EMT Advanced courses. CNANursingSchool.com.
Hi, I'm Jack with SouthTel Communications. We are proud to be a sponsor of the Hal Lamb Show. We've always been a sponsor of the Calhoun Athletic Program, and we're very proud of the record and Coach Lamb. SouthTel is busy doing their jobs every day, trying to help people communicate around the United States, here especially in Georgia. We thank everyone for their patronage, and also like to remind everybody to support the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, which is one of SouthTel's other community coordinators that they represent.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Find out more about training in phlebotomy. Visit CNANursingSchool.com.
Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show, and it was a beautiful evening at Phil Reeve Stadium. Coach, full moon, JumboTron up. You just secured your 44th consecutive home victory and your 94th consecutive region victory, and that is an astounding number.
Yeah, obviously it was a good night for us all the way around. I was really pleased with the crowd we had as well, and there were a lot of people there for a Dade County game. So, and then we got youth night going on at the same time. So it was a interesting, packed night with the youth night and the JumboTron and everything that was going on.
The recreation department had their football players out there, and you can't see it right now, but at the north end of the field, the young second grade group from Calhoun is going to come out and do the national anthem. We have some twirlers out there, and as you said, it was a busy night on the field, and it got really busy when the game started too.
Yes, it did. You know, we were talking Thursday night about, you know, pregame and all, and, you know, guys, we got youth night. Everybody forgot about youth night, so we had to throw them in there. And but you know, it's important for those kids to run out under that helmet. They love that part of it, so that was exciting.
And there were the second graders getting ready to do the national anthem. I'm pretty sure they did it a cappella, and there is the new JumboTron, and it is a sight to behold. It's worth going to the Phil Reeve Stadium just to buy a ticket just to see the JumboTron and, you know, stay for a little bit of the action afterwards, I would hope.
Yes, it's unbelievable, that's for sure.
Captains for tonight's game are?
You got Titus Curtis, Mitch Morrow, Andrew Haynes, and Ross Callahan.
And Dade County missing their starting quarterback, which really limits their offense. And after they get off to a decent start running the ball with a couple of counters, a couple of traps, the black shirt defense, whatever adjustment Coach Hobb the Elder made, just shut the game down and held them to about 88 yards of total offense, and that's pretty outstanding.
Yeah, it was. It was a great night defensively, but Dade hadn't had their starting quarterback all year. He had an injury in the summer that they made him give up football, so that kind of hurt their team a little bit. But I was really impressed with their team. They're gonna be fine as long as they don't turn the ball over. They got some. Number 11's a really good athlete for a sophomore. Number 78's about 280. He's just a sophomore too. So they got some good young kids. They're going to be a team to be reckoned with in the future.
Nice run through banner. Go fight black, white. Let's go black and gold. And here come the Yellow Jackets charging onto the field. You saw the coin toss. We won the coin toss, and obviously
we deferred to the second half as we always do, and we got what we wanted.
And we're going to line up in our I formation and get ready to kick off. And that's Brandon Blaylock putting toe to leather as he booms one down from right to left. Got it down inside the 5, and they do a reverse on the kickoff, and we cover it really well.
Good job by Ethan Woodard right there on the 12-yard line.
We covered that nice.
Yes.
Had to keep it away from number 11.
Yeah, number 11's a good player.
Yes, he is. Here comes their tight end right motion. They do this a lot, and then they put the ball on the ground, and I thought, man, we're going to get one quick, but unfortunately for us, 7 hopped on top of it. Yeah, their running backs are good.
Yeah, they're not bad. What they do is very difficult to defend, and then they started hitting this thing, this speed sweep in A-gap, which I hadn't seen in a long time.
They jumped off sides, going to back him up 5 yards. You hadn't seen that?
Well, the speed sweep's usually blocked to hit way outside, where
Right.
that guy's hitting it up in A gap, which causes a little bit of a problem early.
But I thought we adjusted to
Yeah,
that
we
quite
did.
well.
Mhm.
Defensively, our front seven, everybody's playing really well. It's hard to pick out and single out anybody. Ball comes loose at the end, but it was a dead ball, 5-yard gain. And here comes that motion again. And like you said,
There he
he's
is right there in A gap, and that was a good tackle by Chandler Curtis there.
he measured him up.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
They get a first down. And what they're doing, they're milking the clock too. They're snapping it probably at 22, 23 seconds on the clock every time, and trying to keep the ball away from our offense and trying to shorten the game is what they're trying to do.
They do a lot of this. Take the tight end and put him in motion. Take the
Yeah.
wingman, move him up on the tight end, and then we plug it up in the middle. You're seeing a lot of gold hats and black jerseys going to the ball. I like these black uniforms, Coach.
Yeah, I think the kids like them too.
They
And,
look intimidating.
Yeah.
Bang it up in the middle one more time. They're trying to get a first down, and we're just doing a real good job down underneath. And we force them to punt, and we come in hard. And Chaz Moss came in from the outside. The referee signaled over to Dade County immediately that we had touched the ball. But then the other referees talking about what was his explanation to you?
Well, I don't understand. If they throw the flag when it happens, I got no issue. I don't know if he touched the ball or not, but
Chaz says he did.
we're fixing to run an offensive play is when they throw the flag, which the timing of the flag is what was upsetting to me, and that just can't happen, I don't think. And then, if you really go back and look at that, the ball is past the line of scrimmage. Dade County could have picked that ball up and run with it.
Exactly. Yeah, because it
And they just gave it back to the referee.
Yeah, it turned out being a negative 3-yard punt. So 1st and 10, and they're going to get another first down here. They're down to our 45-yard line.
So our defense was off the field, and the Dade County players got the ball in his hands. He could have run for a touchdown.
It could have.
Really?
Yeah. So we stop them there and just doing an outstanding job. The front three just keep banging, and the linebackers, the next 5, and then the DBs. They don't have any place to throw this ball. The kid's scrambling, and there's Austin Bird with first of his many sacks.
Austin and Tristan Fuller put pressure on the quarterback.
We had a lot of pressure on the quarterback. And they're gonna pin us in a hole here a little bit. The ball just a short punt, and then it just. How many times have we seen short punts this year turn into 20-yard
Yeah, we got
balls?
some bad breaks on there. We got to catch the ball though.
How does he run that far up and catch a ball?
Yeah,
Coach?
that one's difficult,
Yeah.
but there's another one we should have caught the ball.
Fake to Alex Urbano going to the right. Fields keeps it, goes up the middle behind the Dane Clark 5. Following Truett Moss, Katrova Dew, and Matt Landry. We're going to do a little reverse here with Titus Curtis. Good yardage, but we got a flag out on the outside of where the blocking was.
Yeah,
taking
they
place.
called holding, and I really thought that might have been a late hit out of bounds too.
It seems we've had this crew before, haven't we? I recognize the referee.
Yeah, we've had them before.
He says with enthusiasm.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
All right, that holding penalty is going to back us up. It's a 10-yard penalty, and where they threw the flag, we're going to start second down from our 16-yard line. So we're on the far hash. 2 receivers right, 1 left, and we got 2 runners in the backfield, and they come up with a blitz. We don't pick up the blitz, and they sack us back at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, we had a big play there, but they got us there with a Mike linebacker stunt.
Yeah, and flag against Dade County. They jumped off sides. They were going to blitz again. They said, well, if it worked one time, let's do it again.
Yeah.
So now we're going to have it at the 11-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down. Decent sized splits, particularly on the left-hand side. We freeze them at the line of scrimmage. We're ready with the right play now. Drop straight back, look downfield. Going for a little bit of almost like a wheel route or streak up the sideline.
Yeah, almost. They had good coverage there.
Mitch Morrow on for his first punt attempt for the Yellow Jackets and gets off a 40-yard punt, Coach.
Yeah, we'll take it right there all day.
Yeah, 39, 40 yards. They got it at midfield. Let's turn it over to the black shirt defense and see what we can do. 3:02 left in the first quarter, and it's still a 0-0 game. Here comes that flat motion, and he's cutting it up, and we're getting a little bit better. Dustin Harris, Thomas Lester.
Andrew Bennett.
Yes. Bam Bam Bennett on the play. Timeout by Dade. They didn't line up correctly, and here they go, and they hustled out this time.
Well, they got this little trick play. I knew it was coming. I've seen that play before, and I thought we played it very well.
Played it really well. We stayed at home. We got a bunch of Yellow Jackets on the tackle. So I was looking for somebody to lay the ball on the ground, like they do out, like they used to, what we used to call the Big 8 conference. Nebraska and all those, Oklahoma are famous for that. Get 2 receivers to the right, and they didn't line up again correctly, so they're going to take another timeout. And this happens sometimes when you have young quarterbacks and a young team. Double tight end, quarterback rolls to the right. He's under a lot of pressure, and we had, Coach, a lot of defensive pressure up front, good coverage downfield.
Yep, exactly. You know, we've only run 3 offensive plays up to this point, and it's about to be the end of the quarter.
It is yes, you're right. They down the ball. We're going to take over at our own 23-yard line. There's 1:17 left in the quarter. Here's our 4th running play. Nice run by Cole Jackson. Good hard cuts and gets it out to the 45-yard line.
Good blocking up front by the Dane Clark 5, as you'd like to say.
There you go. It was good blocking. And we're going to get another first down as Fields Chapman keeps going and falls forward, and he gets another 10-yard gain. 2 plays in a row, 20 yards of offense. That gets us out of a hole.
Yeah, that's good. You know, we want to establish the running game, and I think we did right here in this drive. Another 10-yard gain.
Well, you know, I thought we might get it, but they marked it just a yard short. Yeah, so it's going to be 2nd down. We got a nice flow going here. Get tackled right at the line of scrimmage. They played that well. So it's going to be 3rd and short. 2nd quarter begins. There we are. We've run 8 plays in the 1st quarter.
I think this is the play. Yeah, this is the sign of the old Alex Urbano here.
Yes, it
It
is.
was a good run there by Alex.
Out of the shotgun bone, the gun bone. And I told him after the game I saw some explosiveness in his run. He was happy.
Yep, saw some glimpse.
Yeah. 5 to 6 yard average per carry last night for Alex. Here's a nice route. Receiver sets down, and Logan Walraven trying to take it to the house. Shoestring tackle, he's denied, but we've got 1st and goal.
Good throw by Fields, good route by Logan.
I like how he sat down and then went downfield after catching the ball. Running backs on either side. We have a 5-yard penalty, backs us up. We got a little anxious. 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Alex banging in there. Gets to the 5, maybe the 4. I forget where they marked that one. They put him right at the 5. In the bone again. I love this. Gun bone.
Yep. I think we wound up calling a timeout because we're taking forever up there.
Yes, we did call timeout. All right, we're back. Ready to go. Still in bone. That's Jaira Wilson, right side, with Dustin Harris, left side, up close.
Throw a quick slant over there, and Fields threw it behind him just a little bit.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 5.
We get our 2 backs back in there and sprint out. Throw it to Chandler right here in the flats. Good job by Chandler making him miss.
Well, you like your odds when he's one-on-one out there with a DB, don't you?
Yep.
Just get the ball out to him, and he's going to beat the first guy, and he did. He goes into the end zone. That's Fields' 5th touchdown pass of the year, and that's Chandler's 3rd touchdown reception. We're going to line up in a tight extra point formation. And Brandon Blaylock kicking, Drew McCracken snapping, Thomas Lester holding. It's on its way to the 3rd base of the baseball diamond. We lead 7-0. And it was good to get a score, right?
Yes, it was. You know, it's
10,
probably
20.
what, our 9th play of the game, and it's middle of the 2nd quarter already.
Yeah. It took a while to get our offense onto the field after that long extended drive by Dade County. Toe meets leather down to the 11, bounces. Freeman picks it up, and this guy gets a little bit dangerous after this return. We did a good job of covering that up.
I like for them to start that deep in their territory, that's for sure.
When they start on the 10-yard line, that's great field position for us. A couple wings over here on the left-hand side. They're trying to run the sweep. And Coach, we've made the adjustment. We're shutting down.
You know, they tried to do some of the same things Carrollton did to us by getting a very unbalanced line, and I thought we adjusted better this time.
Our outside linebackers, stingers, rovers, the defensive ends, the nose guard, just go to the ball sideline from sideline really fast. They're tenacious. I thought they were going to run a counter there. Or we just turned the blocker around and he didn't have any place to go. I thought, what's he doing? Is he going to take the ball from the running back?
I don't know.
A lot of pressure. We're going to force him to punt.
We forced him to punt the football and try to block it again, and Chaz does a good job stopping there. He didn't like the angle. That's the ball we got to catch.
Yeah, right. You're right. And it takes a 20-yard
I
rule.
mean, we lost 22 yards there.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Jackets from their own 33-yard line.
Throw the screen out here to Titus, and he's a lightning in a bottle.
He's off to the races. Beep, beep, touchdown. That is the 6th touchdown pass of the season for Fields Chapman, the 4th touchdown reception. And you like those one-play drives, don't
Yes,
you?
yes. That was a good call by Coach Davis on the screen and good execution.
Drew snapping, Thomas holding, boom, boom, kicking. It's through the upright, and just like that, we're up 14-0. So not after having the ball forever in the first quarter, just like that, in 2 plays in a short period of time, less than 2 minutes, we have 14 points on the board. JumboTron looks good, huh?
Yeah, nice.
Very clear picture. I mean, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, the further you get away from it, the clearer it gets.
Oh, yeah. Up to about the 13-yard line, and here comes Freeman. He finds a seam. He breaks it outside, and this is what Coach was talking about. Thank goodness he lost his balance. Of course, we were about ready to lay the wood to him anyway.
Yeah, we got to get the ball higher, and we got to get the ball outside the numbers, but that'll help our coverage. But still, we got to look at our coverage and see what's going on there.
Jairo Wilson played a lot of inside linebacker last night.
Jairo's a good player. He's just a 10th grader, and you know he's still improving, but he's a quality kid, and he's going to do what he's coached to do. That's for sure.
Tried to bang it off right tackle, offense's right tackle. They didn't get too much. They did get enough for the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10. That fullback is a big kid.
Mm-hmm. They got some good-sized kids, 78 up front. You know, he's 285, 290, somewhere around there.
Good student also in the classroom.
Coach Warren said that's probably his best football player, him and number 11.
Ooh, the first slobber knocker of the game, and it comes from Will, the Thrill Conley.
Big hit by Will.
He lost his hat.
Yeah.
Comes out for one play. He'll be back, folks. That was a nice play. Little motion to the right-hand side. Big pressure again. And there's the Terminator. He went through 2 blockers and then almost got the sack.
Good hustle by Dustin Harris there, and that was a late hit on him.
Yes, after the play at the sideline. I think somebody took exception to how hard we're hitting. Your guys run, particularly your down linemen. They run from hash to hash, sideline to sideline. Amazing tenacity.
Well, what I like about our front three is not only they're big kids, but they're good athletes. That's how you block a punt.
Scoop and score by Mitch Morrow about 27, 28 yards away. Chaz Moss just perfect. Perfect block.
Perfect execution there. He took a better angle this time and blocked it and scooped and scored.
Yeah, I mean, just took it right off his foot. I thought for a second he was going to scoop it off the top of his foot and maybe then lateral to Mitch.
Chaz is one of those kids, too, that'll do exactly what he's coached to do and do it to the best of his ability, and that was a good job by Chaz executing the block punt.
With rocks in his pockets, does he really weigh 140 pounds?
Probably not.
All right, got a replay on the JumboTron. I don't know if you noticed, but when there's a penalty against us, they use a bee that throws a flag against us. It's really cute. All right, he's down to about the 7 or 8 yard line, and here comes number 11, and he's got a seam one more time. And he goes across the field, up the sideline, back to the hash, and he's got a real good return here. He's looking for a convoy, and we're finally going to corral him as he gets down to our 35, 34 yard line.
Yeah, not very good coverage there. Kicks got to be outside the numbers. Just a lot of things we've got to work on there. We have done a poor job coaching that this past week. We didn't work on it a whole lot, so we'll get back to doing that.
There's Baby J, little Jadavian going after the quarterback and sacks him. And he and I talked before the game. He told me what he was going to do, and he was pretty prophetic. He came through with what he wanted to get done.
Well, he was unblocked there. You'd think somebody better block number 52.
If you've watched any game tape,
Yeah.
I mean, don't you block the 3 down guys? I mean, with the way all 3 of them are playing, you might start double teaming somebody. Good pressure up front. Tristan Fuller really blowing up the blocking on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side of the offense, they ran to the right.
Run trap here for good yardage is 4th and 3.
Double wing formation, tight ends. They take a timeout, their last timeout of the first half.
They got us right here, and I'm trying to remember I know whose play this is, but that's where they got us right there, and just we didn't execute the plan there.
Yeah, they traded tight ends, and then the tight end came free. Fortunately, they missed the wide open pass. We get it out here to Chandler Curtis. He does a little shake and bake and gets it out to the 42-yard line where it will be first down. You're thinking score here?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. 1st and 10 from our own 42.
Good read by Fields right there on the first down.
Another first down, an 11-yard gain. We have it at their 48-yard line, 1st and 10. We freeze them at the line of scrimmage. I think we have 3 receivers to the right.
Yes, we
side.
do. Mm-hmm.
Kotrova with the snap. Screen out here on the left-hand side, and they defense it pretty
Yeah,
well.
they played that well.
Yeah, they did. They had us surrounded. Lose a couple yards on that, back to midfield. Going to be 2nd and 12. Roll to the right-hand side. Get it out here to Brett, trying to make something happen. Give the kid credit. He did nice defense.
Yeah, and it's, we thought he was out of bounds there, and the clock kept running, and we lost some time there.
I'll tell you what. We throw it to Titus Curtis, but if he'd let Cole Jackson take the ball,
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I saw that.
nobody. I mean, it's a design pass play, folks, but it's just one of those things. Good snap, good punt. Well, that was one of the punts that didn't go real well.
I was hoping we got that on camera. That'll be talked about for a while.
Okay, I'm going to let it go. It went out of bounds, short punt. They get the ball back, and we're just reading everything really well. That's Austin Bird, Jaira Wilson, stopping a young man as he was trying to go over left tackle. They don't have any place to run. Motion they give to the running back on the right-hand side. It hits right guard. It's just dive play, and it hit it quick.
Mm-hmm. Well, we didn't have enough timeouts to keep them from, I wanted to use them and make them punt and get the ball back. We didn't have enough timeouts.
Particularly
we wasted a couple.
Well, particularly with stops like that.
Yeah.
That'll end the first half. Right now, you lead 21-0, and the way the black shirt defense is playing, I'm thinking that you're thinking they're not going to score. The jacket gun offense is doing a good job of running the ball well. We've got some good effective passes going. So when you go into halftime, you say,
well, we're not in the flow of things offensively yet, just because we've only run 17 snaps. But defensively, we're playing well, and obviously the kickoff team's got some work. But we talked about running some different things in the second half offensively once we got in the flow of things, and I think we were able to do that in the second half.
Yes, and the guys are pretty well rested. It turned out even though the temperature only got down to about 76, it wasn't humid, so you're not worried a whole lot about cramping right now, are you?
No, it was a great night, and although Phil's got a little cramp,
At the
late
end.
in the game.
Is that what that was?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
afraid it was a twisted ankle.
No, it was a cramp.
Good.
He's notorious for cramping up, but not a whole lot to discuss at halftime. With the new video system, we're in there watching not with the players, but coaches are watching the first half. We only had 17 plays, so we could basically watch every play and
Pretty quickly, too.
So that helped us out.
Yeah, and it's one of those situations. Am I allowed to talk about Fields' cool hand? Chapman's, he perspires profusely.
Yeah, he does.
So it is easy for this kid to cramp. Folks, don't go anywhere. I want you to sit back in the Barca Lounge and relax. You're getting to see the best doggone band in the land. 270 marching strong, led by Michael Clark, assisted by Larry Brown, and on the field direction of Hannah Knight. This is her second year as drum major. And by the way, another shout out to Hannah for the script that she gave me to read for the introduction of the JumboTron. It was exquisite.
Yeah, it was
I didn't have to do a
excellent.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's outstanding. This is the 111th year for the Yellow Jackets to be marching. They will be playing Spirit of the Bull, Let's Groove by Earth, Wind, and Fire. A big drum solo follows that, Johnny Be Good, and then they end up with Your Song by Elton John. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
Presenting the Calhoun High School Marching Yellow Jackets under the field direction of Ms. Hannah Knight. Tonight the band will play Spirit of the Bull, Let's Groove Tonight, Johnny Be Good, and Your Song, with soloists by Ms. Anna Cook, Brandon Clark, Omar Ugarte, Thomas Pass, Garrison Baker, and Mr. Bradley Weaver. Ladies and gentlemen, the Calhoun High School Marching Yellow Jackets.
Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Second half is starting off 21-0 lead, and we get the ball to start the second half, so this is good.
Yeah, we want the ball, obviously, and, we want to go down and get a score and make it 28 in a hurry, and then we want to keep, we're still not satisfied offensively
Right.
at this point, but, we're playing better, but again, we've only run 17 snaps, so we want to get some more offensive plays the second half and see what happens.
You only had 4 possessions the first half, 2 TDs and 2 punts. They had 6 possessions, 3 punts. We took the ball over on downs once, and here we go with the kickoff. And that was a nice job. I think that was Logan Walraven.
Yeah, Logan Walraven.
He skied for that.
Yeah, we knew they wasn't going to kick it deep, but you always wonder what they're going to do.
So we start off with Alex Urbano going over right tackle right guard behind the Cowboy, Matt Landry and Nathan Walraven. Good positive game. Running backs either side. Flip it out here to Flair to Alex Urbano, and
Get a
good
couple
job.
yards there.
Yeah.
Good read. They just had it played there. We throw the screen. Good play by 17. So we're 3 and out, which is not good here. That's for sure.
No, and they played both those passes into the flat to Alex and then the tunnel screen. They played them well, so we're going to line up, and Mitch is going to get a better punt this time, about a 36-yarder if I remember correctly. And pretty good coverage, Coach.
Yeah, it was good coverage. We've got to break down and make the tackle, though.
On the first hit. If we make it on the first hit, that's real good
Yeah,
coverage.
we got to get the punt a little higher, too.
All righty, they're going to take over 1st and 10, their first possession of the second half with 10:09 left. And they come out and tight end. They run a little cross buck in the backfield, and we're stuffing it, Coach.
Well, you really look at our defense. If they're going to put all them people in the box, they're really running against a 5-3 defense.
Right.
I mean, there's 8 people in the box there.
That was Tristan Fuller on the bottom of that tackle. They wait for the motion man to clear, and then we stick the running back. He does get positive yards out of it, but you're right. I mean, they're going to do that. Yeah, they're running against 8 in the box, and our guys will hit you. And look at the penetration. Look at that.
Had another fumble snap, and I know, really, they had a lot of fumbles. I think they had 6 fumbles and lost 1. But Dustin Harris causes all those fumbles with the quarterback at center exchange. He's a very good nose guard.
He's a beast up there, Coach. The huntsman all over the place, and he runs from sideline to sideline.
We force them to punt the football, and
They roll
one
it.
time we don't rush them. Got a bad snap.
They roll the snap back, and finally we get a punt that doesn't roll, a short punt that doesn't roll forever. So we're going to take over at our own 32-yard line. Our second possession.
We get Kalen in a couple of series here. Not that nothing against Fields, but we told Kalen he'd play some, so we put him in there. So a good throw on the hitch route. Run the counter in here to run the zone to Cole.
Picks up 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7. We're at midfield. Yeah, you got to give the sophomore some game time experience, don't you? Pick up another 3.
Yep. Yeah, I was disappointed in Alex there. He got to lower his head and get some more yards there. But we'll talk about that.
Okay. Running backs either side. Kalen
Throw the
throws it.
hitch out here, and 20 just played it good. And, Kalen's got to learn, throw it out of bounds if it's not there,
Yes.
if it's a one receiver route.
Our only turnover of the
Yeah.
night, Coach.
Which is encouraging.
We
Very encouraging.
said that with a straight face.
Yes.
We end up with plus, really, he thought he was going to outrun Austin. So that's a huge sack. Huge loss. They're back to their 44-yard line. 2nd and long. This is a new quarterback for them. They alternate their quarterbacks.
That's a
18.
great job by Austin Bird reading the screen.
They finally fell to somebody who finally came clear. This kid ran from the right side of the field to the left side of the field just to get open on the screen. It was supposed to have been run on the right. So they get it up to midfield. Defense is just really shutting down this offense. We're threatening to come in from the outside. Oh, from the backside. Another sack. Oh, the snap goes over his head and he falls on it. We tried to come up with the ball for a scoop.
And then we got all 4 of them trying to scoop it.
Yeah, and that's Michael Stacy. I believe the Scorpion came up with that one.
Now, it wasn't a block punt, but it was a bad snap like you asked me before.
Yeah, there's where I got confused. Of course, when you're old, it's easy to get confused. Alex Urbano over right side, big positive yards.
Get about 5 or 6 yards on. Run it again, get about 2.
Tried to go on the left side, cut back to the right. We've got it down inside the 15. Trying to find a little slant there. I think once again double coverage, and geez, it will get healthy one day, won't it? That ankle.
Yeah, he'll get healthy.
Yeah, you're right. Going to line up for a 28-yard field goal from the right hash, right to left. Snap's good, the hold's good, and the ball's through the uprights, and that is the 5th field goal of the season for Brandon Blaylock. We lead 24-0 with, as you can see, 4:11 left, and you can see some of the graphics on the JumboTron. Toe meets leather.
This is a much better kick. We get it outside the numbers and right at the numbers, and when you do that, and
Coverage looks good.
Your coverage is better.
Yeah.
It's all about ball placement, and I know it's not the easiest thing to do to kick it in the exact spot, but we'll keep working on that.
Well, they take over at the 25-yard line. It's a good starting spot. We've got Mitch Morrow in on the tackle, and I didn't see the number real quick on the bottom.
It looked like Tristan.
Was it Tristan?
No, it's Cole, number 28.
Okay. Give it to the running back, run that sweep to the left-hand side, and there's a whole bunch of black shirts and gold hats. Jeez Louise. These teams, they got to be sore for a couple days after they play us.
Yes, they do. We're a defense that will hit you, that's for sure.
Is this Blaine Anderson down at left defensive end?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. You know what? Tristan Fuller forced this pass to go high.
Good job by Mitch Morrow.
I'll give him a shout out on how high he skied, because he's not the tallest guy in the world. But he did force a high pass. They line up the punt. We semi come after it, right?
Yeah, and that was a good decision by Brett. I thought
I agree.
You know, he was trying to catch it, you know, and it was too much.
There were three guys there.
Too many people in there.
Yeah. Hand off on the right-hand side, banging over the right-hand side of the Dane Clark 5, following Kadrova, Dude, Matt Landry, and Nathan Walray.
What I'm pleased about is we're running the ball better.
Yeah.
Throw a screen out here. I tell you, they played it, other than the long touchdown run by Titus, they played the screens pretty good.
They put pressure and got there before our blockers could get there, and that's what they did really well. Hand it off to Alex Urbano. He's met right at the line of scrimmage, gets nothing out of it. We're at their 42-yard line. Roll to the right. Looking for a guy downfield and leading just a little bit. That's going to be a nice
we're a little
down and
late
out.
with the ball there, but it was the right read.
Yes. Found the right man. Fields backs up 3 steps, looks downfield. He throws a beautiful rainbow touchdown pass to Chandler Curson. I'll tell you what, Fields throws a nice deep
Yeah, he does.
ball.
That was a good throw, good execution there.
That is Fields' 7th touchdown pass of the season, 2nd touchdown reception for Chandler here in this game, and his 4th for the season. And Drew snapping, Thomas holding, and Brandon kicking. And just like that, we're up 31-0. And this comes at a nice time. Late in the 3rd quarter, 37 seconds left, we're going to get us a running clock. We're thinking.
They did show some replays.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of glad to see the replays. I'm busy writing stats during the game. I miss them during the game. Out of the I formation. Toe meets leather and kicks this one to the right. Line drive down there. I don't know how the kid fielded it at the 2 or 3 yard line. He comes up the left sideline. Broke a little bit of contain, nice hesitation, good fake, and he gets out across the 35. And then we got a flag at the end. And this is going to give him excellent field
Now,
position.
that was a very good kick. That's just poor coverage right there. We got to break down. We looked like we had a couple of kids over there that didn't break down and make the tackle.
Yeah, you're right. That was a wonderful kick. Personal foul against the Yellow Jackets. After the play, that's going to be another 15 yards tacked on to the return. They're at our 49-yard line. Winding down the end of the 3rd quarter, they tried to run a sweep to the right-hand side, and we just got people all stopped up. Oh, my golly. Bam, bam. Austin Bennett lowering a boom. 3rd quarter comes to a close. We're going to have a running clock, Coach.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those times where, you know, you wish you didn't have a running clock. We needed to run some more offensive plays, but, you know, it's also nice to get off the field without any injuries.
Game ended quickly.
Yeah.
And just past 9:30. I forgot to look at my watch when it was
That's
over.
unusual for a game of ours, isn't it,
Yes,
Dave?
it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I usually think around 10 o'clock. Quarterback, oh my golly, that's another slobber knocker. Oh my golly, did he hit him? Who was that?
I don't know who that was. I missed it.
I missed the number 2.
Fourth down right here, and this is a good stop. You like to see this.
Yeah, look at that piling.
Great defense right there.
Making a dog pile in the middle of the field, and the Yellow Jackets just come up there. I mean, we just stopped. No offensive push by the line. 1st and 10. Fields hands off to Cole Jackson. I liked his patience on this run.
Yep.
Gave his blockers time, picked out the right hole. Good job by CJ.
This is a good run by Alex. Good
See-
blocking up front.
See a little shake at the hole?
Yep.
Yeah, there's that burst we're looking for. Do with the snap. Give it to Cole. They defense it pretty well. 2 guys close down tightly. We're at their 44.5-yard line. It's 3rd down. Just tried to run a little hitch right there.
Yeah, they played that pretty well. Ethan need to stay outside a little more.
Yeah, just we'll get that. It's a timing deal. Out here to the right-hand side, Cole Jackson makes him miss 1 tackle. He took a lick there.
Yeah, he
going
took
out.
a shot right there.
But the reception and good positive yards downfield. Scramble to the right. Throw it out here to Alex. He tries to get behind the blocker. And we had to pull off on the blocker. We're going to get a block in the back. Alex saw it coming. We tried to get the block. Right-hand side to Alico Dennis.
Yeah, we got a Lico in there. They call holding on somebody in here.
Back it up 10 yards. Yeah, you got the freshman some snaps.
Yep. Yeah, we started working him a little bit. See what he can do when we drop the snap. Well, I think we got a big play here if we won't drop the snap.
But Fields made the best of a bad situation.
Yeah, he got back to the line of scrimmage, which is about all you can ask.
Yep. And he kept the ball.
Well, Fields gets a cramp there, so we get him out and Caitlin in. And
Get new center in the game, number 53, Spencer Cross.
Spencer Cross, who's going to be a really good one. He's working hard.
Snap back to Kalen. Kalen looking downfield, scrambles to the right. Cole putting a little extra blocks on. This is a great run. Breaks a tackle, sidesteps another guy, then turns on the speed, and he's down the field. He's inside the 15, and they finally bring him down to 5.
I think if he runs to the pylon, he's going to score.
And he may have. Chaz Moss is down there blocking for him. Hand off to Alico
That's
Dennis.
a good cut by Alico.
Yeah, that guy never had a shot. I mean, he had a shot at him, but Alico faked him out.
Alico's going to be a good one. He's a little young right now, but he's going to be a good player. And right here, if he just takes it to the pylon, I think he's going to score.
Well, he banged it up in there. At least he went north-south.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Leading the blocking over the right-hand side is Jairo Wilson. And Alico Dennis over right tackle gets his first varsity touchdown of the season. You've got some young. We had some younger guys in there on the line that time, didn't we?
Yes, we got our 2s in there.
Okay. With the running clock, it's hard to get everybody's
yes, it is.
name and number. Drew Snap and Thomas Holding. And this is Mr. Flores. Alex Flores does
Yep,
kicking.
Alex, just a sophomore. He's got some talent.
And then you're going to use a new kickoff man.
Yeah, he's a freshman, Paul Marion.
Left footer. Mm-hmm. I like this little southpaw kicking.
Yep, he's got a strong leg.
Yes, he
he's got a
does.
chance to be really good if he continues to improve.
I think you're right. Booms it down the right side and puts it out by the numbers at the 11-yard line. Oh, you're not
There
going
we
anywhere.
go. That's good coverage by our JV kickoff team. We may need to use them all the time.
They broke down nice,
Yes,
didn't
they
they?
did.
Motion as the clock is winding down. And the biggest thing you're worried about right now is let's get off this field and not get anybody healthy
Well, we
or
got
hurt.
the 2s in. You got Ross Callahan out here, Stinger. Cameron East at nose guard. You got Blaine Anderson, I think. Blaine and Cornyho, Angel Cornyho in there. Chaz Moss. Trying to get some more numbers in there.
Ethan Woodard down here.
Beck Fletcher's at Mike linebacker. Easton Trotter's at linebacker. And there is Noah Ferguson putting pressure on the quarterback. That was a good coverage we had in the secondary.
Yeah, he scrambles forever. Yeah, and usually that's when you get a big completion downfield. Great coverage, good pressure up front. You are victorious, 38-0. And with the running clock, we did get some guys some playing time, some significant playing time. but as you said earlier, you feel good about the direction the offense is moving.
Yeah, we're headed in the right direction. We still got some work to do. We got a big game coming up that we need to get ready for, but real pleased with the way we played in all phases tonight.
We're going to talk about the game coming up against the Coosa Eagles. We're going to talk about the pipeline, but first we're going to hear a word from our supporters. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Find out more about training in phlebotomy. Visit cnanursing.school.com.
Hi, I'm Jack with SouthTel Communications. We are proud to be a sponsor of the Hal Lamb Show. We've always been a sponsor of the Calhoun Athletic Program, and we're very proud of the record and Coach Lamb. SouthTel is busy doing their jobs every day, trying to help people communicate around the United States, here especially in Georgia. We thank everyone for their patronage, and also like to remind everybody to support the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, which is one of SouthTel's other community coordinators that they represent.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Now with EMT and EMT Advanced courses. cnanursing.school.com.
Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, we're going to look at the plays of the game. We have an offensive and a defensive play picked out. And I'm not real sure which one comes up first, but we're about to look. Oh, offensive. Fields Chapman drops straight back, and you describe the rest.
Yeah, we got a double post going here, and throws a deep post to Chandler Curtis there.
And Fields Chapman throws a really nice deep ball, and it's nice to have that kind of speed, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We got speed on the outside of both sides. A block punt by Chaz Moss, good execution by our punt block team.
Mitch Morrow picks up, scoops, and scores from about 28 yards away. And folks, you don't block a punt much better than that. I mean, he took the ball right off the punter's foot, Chaz Moss did.
Yeah, it's great to see kids doing what they coach to do, and that was a great execution.
And you really worked on it hard at blocking a punt or at extra points, field goals during the week, and it's nice to see it come to fruition and see the kids do that. Well done.
Well, we feel like we got to generate some some turnovers. And,
yes.
That is a turnover there. Anytime you can block a field goal, block an extra point, or block a punt, and then score off of it like we did last night.
Mitch Morrow's second scoop and score of the season. And speaking of turnovers, we ended up in a plus margin last night, and that's good.
Yeah, that is good. We preached all week about, not turning the ball over, and I think we had one turnover, which is very encouraging.
Let's talk about the pipeline.
Yeah, really, really pleased with the way the pipeline went this past week. Our middle school team beat a good Cartersville team, 36-28. It was a good win. And then our JV team went over to Cartersville and beat a very good JV team, 35-14. We hadn't played their JV in a while, and was able to schedule a game with them, and great competition, and we played well and had a 35-14 win and went to 2-0 with our JV.
Two of the premier programs in all of North Georgia, Cartersville and Calhoun, and so when you can get a JV victory like that, you coupled with the JV victory against Dalton earlier in the season, they're off to a really nice start. The middle school team had a 2-touchdown lead the entire second half. Cartersville scored a touchdown with just a few seconds left to make it a one-score game, but outstanding job by the pipeline as well as the coaching staff.
Yeah, the future looks bright for our middle school kids and our JV kids. We're excited.
You and I just keep doing this for a while then.
That sounds good.
Sounds good to me. All right, Coosa comes to town. Coach Todd Wheeler took over for Coach Chad Perry, and this Coosa team's been playing some real good football so far, haven't they?
Yeah, they got some momentum. We're going to go see them tonight. They're actually playing Pepperell tonight in a Shrine game, so over in Lindale. So, we're able to get a good look at them tonight and scout them and see what they look like. But I'm hearing good things. I haven't seen them on tape yet, but I'm hearing good things about them. But we'll know after tonight for sure.
How did we come out of the game health-wise?
We're good. We got some bruises we got to take care of. But, overall, I hadn't seen Joe this morning, but our report last night was good.
Yeah, nothing major, and that's the big thing. As long as we get a couple ankles here and a couple ribs taken care of there, and time will take care of that.
That's
we
right.
should be really healthy. Any final comments?
No, I just want to thank the Touchdown Club and all the people that helped with the JumboTron, because the last 2.5 days were very stressful about whether the board was going to work or not, and You know, a lot of people put in a lot of hours, and we as a football team and football program really appreciate it.
It is just amazing. It's just, I cannot believe, and I go back through my memory bank and remember where I played on Friday nights and the kind of situation, and the same thing for you.
Yeah.
I know Commerce probably had a good situation, but it's not like this. And when people brag to us about what a great atmosphere it is, when they see it now with the JumboTron on top of it, I mean, it's like going to a college game on Saturday, Coach.
Yeah, it is. You know, I had a friend of mine come to the game last night. I hadn't been in a while, and he said the same thing. He said, "Wow, what an atmosphere!" And then, you know, it's funny. Last night I caught myself 3 or 4 times looking to the other end, looking
Did you
for
really?
the time. So it was kind of weird last night until we can get used to it. But it's an unbelievable scoreboard.
Yeah, out of the press box, I looked a couple times to my left to look at the scoreboard, and I'm thinking, what are you doing? I mean, it's down here on the right. It's just this beautiful edifice right there. It's just outstanding. So thanks to everybody again for all the support. We had a lot of fun. Coach Long is probably going to go home and maybe get some shut-eye this weekend and then back at it.
Yeah, he's had a long 2 days, that's for sure, maybe 3 days, and but he's done a tremendous job to put all this together, and his crew that works up there during the game. So kudos to Coach Long and his crew.
Thanks again for all the help. It's just an outstanding production, and we appreciate all you fans tuning in and watching. Don't forget, you can see this starting Sunday at noon all the way to Thursday at midnight at www.calhountdclub.com. Once again, we thank Coach Bill Long and his broadcast video production class and all of our supporters. You've been watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.